who it's about 6:50 in the morning. I left the house at about 6:30. I'm heading 45 minutes to an hour east to go pick up the motorcycle that I'm renting today. I got to pick it up by 8, and then I've got to head back west to meet Shayna and her dad at 9 a.m. at a diner out in Warrington. So that's where I'm up to right now. Hopefully I don't hit any traffic. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've driven in this part of Virginia and stuff, so I don't know exactly what to expect. But that's where I'm headed now. So I'm going to go ahead and just enjoy the scenery and the beautiful sunrise. Look at this beautiful sunrise. And of course, you can't see it, but it's gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and continue driving. Oh, that was simple. Such an easy process. I showed up at the cat's house. We go around the bike. He gives me the keys, sends me on the way. And today's ride is a 1200 Sportster. I have never ridden a 1200 Sportster. I've never really ridden a Sportster. So I am really excited for the opportunity to give this bike a try and put it through its paces today. So it's 8:10 in the morning. I have about a 45-minute ride to go meet Shayna and her dad for breakfast. I'm starving. I haven't had enough coffee yet today. So I'm gonna hop on the bike and I'm gonna head back west. I can't wait to ride this thing. It's gonna be unique, fun, and something different that I've never done before. So let's get out of here. Ooh, breakfast is had. If you know anything about me, I love diner food. It's one of my favorite places to eat ever. And we just don't have diners in Amsterdam. So we made sure to kick off today at this really proper diner. Now we have to fuel up the bikes. I have to mount the cameras, and then we're off to ride and enjoy the day. So I'm gonna get to getting. I'm pooped. It's been a long day in the saddle. I did about 260 miles on this bike today. I picked it up at 8 a.m. It's going on 7 p.m. right now, and I am about ready to drop it off. It's been an amazing day of riding. It has been so great to get back into the mountains of the Shenandoah Mountains and the valley and all of that, riding through Shenandoah National Forest and everything. It brought back so many amazing memories. We had such a great time today. But I'm more here to talk about this bike. Look, as I do with all motorcycle reviews, I do not do technical reviews. If you want a technical review, there's plenty of them out there on the internet. You should go search for them there. I'm going to give you my firsthand experience and my firsthand opinions of the 250 miles I spent on this bike. So it is nearly brand new. When I picked up this bike this morning, it had 550 miles on it, has just over 800 miles on it right now. It's a 1200cc belt drive Harley. Okay, I don't know how many horsepower, I don't know how much torque, I don't know any of the specs of it. But what I do know is what I like and what I dislike about it. So first, with what I like about it, I love the seat height, okay? I'm a short guy, so the seat height has been great. I love being able to come up to a stoplight and stuff and be a slightly bent knee, firm foot on the ground. I like the seating position for the most part. I like, I was really worried that these handlebars were gonna be a little bit too ape-hangery high for me, but they've been very comfortable. What else do I like about it? I really like the color scheme of it. I think the all blacked out engine with the white tank and the white tins and the subtle kind of old school Harley logos and stuff look splendid. I also like that there's just a single gauge. I'm a single gauge guy, so you know, I really kind of like that. Mirror placement was great. Overall, the ergonomics are pretty good. Now, what I didn't like about the bike, pretty much everything else. I do not, for the life of me, understand why people spend so much money on these bikes and why people like them so much. First, the fit and finish is shit. I mean, there's a chrome acorn bolt hidden back here behind the exhaust, but right up here where you can see all the bolts, it's just an anodized silver bolt. There's like a 5-cent little clip here holding the brake lines on, and then a zip tie, just a standard AutoZone zip tie. I mean, come on already. I mean, I don't know what this bike costs new, I'll put the price on it down right here-ish, but whatever it is, you should have better fit and finish on this bike. Other than that, it vibrates. I mean, what is up with that? It just constantly just vibrates. No matter what RPM you're in, no matter where you're at, it just vibrates. It is horrendously annoying of a vibration. Brakes, mediocre at best. The rear brake just flat out sucks. You have to put so much throw into it to get it to do anything. And then the position of it, when my foot's on the peg and everything like that, I'm barely touching the outside of this. Suspension, what a joke. There's literally maybe 1 inch of travel on the back suspension here. And obviously this bike is built and set up for somebody that is significantly larger than me, because it is so stiff that every bump you hit, you feel the ass end just skipping around. Like, to the point that it's hard to throw it into a turn on a road that is somewhat questionable, because you'll literally feel the back end shatter. Now, maybe that won't happen as much with a heavier rider that will help keep it planted, but for me, I'm 140 pounds. It was just all over the place. Front brake, okay. I think on a bike that is this heavy, you really should have dual front brakes, because it was still, you didn't feel super confident going into any type of hard braking or anything like that. Clutch is heavy. Look, it's a cable clutch, it's heavy. I mean, it is what it is. It is a V-twin. I'm guessing that it's probably torquier than some other stuff, but the clutch is heavy. Be cognizant of that. The seat itself, pretty seat, okay? Not very comfortable at all. I'm not a fan of forward controls. I like to be able to stretch my legs a little bit when I'm riding, but that's a personal thing. That's not a knock on the bike in any way, shape, or form. Other than that, I mean, the gauge, that single gauge that I love so much, it's installed crooked. I mean, it is clocked to the side a little bit. I mean, come on, Harley Davidson. What? I mean, get your shit together and put a little bit of quality and a little bit of self-respect into the bike that you build. Look, I've never hidden the fact that I'm not a huge Harley fan. I never have been. I think they're overrated, overpriced. I think they rest on their laurels, and they just built the same bike for the last 2-3 decades, and they just figure, hey, Americana will sell it and stuff like that. But I was really looking forward to this bike, and I really wanted to give it another try and give Harley Davidson another try. And I'm cool, man. I think it's been like 8 or 9 years since I rode the last Harley, and that was the Street 750, which was another joke of a bike. Fuel line popped off on me in the middle of Austria, sprayed my whole leg with gas. That bike had 500 miles on it, not even. So I wanted to give this a try, and I was ready to be impressed, and I was not impressed. Now, with all that said, I still had an amazing day, because I don't care if you're riding a piece of shit motorcycle or if you're riding a great motorcycle. If you're riding a motorcycle through the mountains on a gorgeous, gorgeous day with your wife and father-in-law, and it's just an amazing day. So the bike does not take away anything from the day at all. I just would never buy one of these bikes and never recommend it to anybody for that matter. But with that, I am going to put the camera down. I'm going to go return the bike. The owner of this bike, what an amazing gentleman, so nice, such a great pleasure to talk to him, has taken really care of this bike to this point. Obviously it's only got 800 miles on it, but I'm starting to ramble. I want to get home. I want to get this bike dropped off. I need to get fed. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, yeah, let's get to getting.